Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In the previous video, I explained what was supposed to happen in Justice League 2 and 3, and today's video is my explanation as to why those storyboards are being used in the DCEU right now. So, if you haven't watched my previous video, make sure to check that one out before watching this, as this video will make much more sense if you know what was going to happen in Justice League 2 and 3. Now, on with the video. So in Justice League 2, Aquaman's story was to bring all 7 kingdoms together, but struggling to unite with the kingdom of the unseen. Aquaman's 2 title is Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. This title does seem very similar to Aquaman's story for Justice League 2, at least it's hinting at it. Not only this, but Orm and Black Manta are a part of the story too, both trying to kill Aquaman. Now that sounds obvious for an Aquaman 2 story, as they were both villains in the previous film, but stay with me here. In the Justice League story, they were both locked in a prison in the desert, and recently, a set photo was released revealing Orm's new look for the film. His appearance could be hinting at Orm being sent to prison for trying to wage war against the surface world. Now I don't think they will use Snyder's story word for word, but I do think they are taking some of the best parts from it and incorporating it into the Aquaman sequel. Why is this significant? Because it could pave the way for Snyder to return to do his Justice League sequels in the near future. It means the current DCEU films could be creating a pathway that leads to a Justice League film. As we know from Patty Jenkins, all DC directors have thrown the theatrical cut of Justice League out the window and have basically ignored it.
How does it connect? Where does it weave in to Justice League and the movies that came before it?
Yeah.
Knowing what happened on Justice League, did you even go back and take a look at the theatrical cut to see how Gal was handled in that to
No.
make this match at all? Or do you really just think it's in universe with yours?
The Justice League?
The one that hit theaters.
No, I think that all of us DC directors tossed that out.
And I may sound overly optimistic here, and most likely completely wrong. But what if the current DC directors are aware of the Warner Bros. Discovery merger happening next year, and want to make sure that their films can set up a Justice League sequel? It's most definitely wishful thinking on my part, but something seems to click there with these upcoming DC films. This isn't just happening with Aquaman either. Arguably the biggest DC film coming out next year is The Flash, which is also similar to Snyder's storyboards. In those storyboards, Barry Allen is trying to get his father out of prison and manages to get a court hearing. The behind-the-scenes images of the Flash set indicate this to be the case too. Now I know that is a common thing to happen in a Flash story, but Bruce Wayne is also there to help. Yes, it may not be Ben Affleck's Bruce Wayne, but it's still a Bruce Wayne who is helping him. The storyboards state that it's Barry Allen, Iris West, Cyborg, and some of Wayne's best lawyers that get Henry Allen out of prison. Unfortunately, Warner Bros. Took Ray Fisher out of the film due to the conflict they are currently having, but the rest of the characters are still part of The Flash. Not only that, but in the storyboards, The Flash is learning to master his time-travelling abilities. We know that this film ventures into the multiverse, which could be because of The Flash making a mistake when practicing to time travel. This could also mean that when he finally manages to return to his universe, things could be different, like a black suit Superman, and a Darkseid soon to be invading Earth. The person who leaked the new Flash suit also mentioned that Ben Affleck's Batman and Henry Cavill's Superman were both on the set at the same time, so it could connect the universe back together. It has also been confirmed that the Warner Bros. Discovery merger is on track to be completed in the first half of 2022, with David Zaslav stating that they will be aligned around what the customers want. This is great news. Not only does it mean that the merger will be completed closely to the release of these DC films, but it also means they will listen to demand. If we show them the demand for the Snyderverse, we will have a real shot at its restoration and seeing Justice League 2 and 3 on the big screen. I can guarantee you that they are already looking at customers' demand in preparation of the merger. So whenever you can, just tweet out #RestoreTheSnyderverse. It may not seem like a huge impact, but it will over time. We need to get another huge trending event, like the one that got over 1.5 million tweets. I think we need a trending event on the day or week that the merger completes in. That way, as the company merges, their first action could be seeing the huge demand for the Snyderverse. I really hope we can make it happen. But we cannot be toxic. I can't tell you what to do, but if you want to see the Snyderverse restored, you have to play ball. Threatening to cancel HBO Max subscriptions and boycotting Warner Brothers won't help at all. It gives us a bad reputation for being an entitled, toxic fanbase, which for the most part, we are not. Think about it from the merger's point of view. The new CEO will be David Zaslav, who is a part of Discovery. Why would he want to give anything to a fanbase that threatens to boycott their films if they don't get their way? Even if he sees what the old executives did, it won't mean he's going to side with people who want to boycott the company. Mark Hughes created an article for Forbes that put it best. He said, "Already, a big portion of the fanbase who supported releasing the Snyder Cut has fumbled things. A lot of goodwill was established and ZSJL was released, and there was a moment where the movement could have shifted into support mode for HBO Max and proven that by giving this movement what it desires, the studio wins subscribers and supporters who will cheerlead the rest of the slate. Sometimes you have to be a team player to get more time on the field, and this was an obvious, easy call for anyone who has done this sort of thing before." Now, I disagree with the first part. I don't think it was a big portion of the fanbase. I think it was a vocal minority on Twitter that seemed like a large amount of people because a lot of us just enjoyed the movie, wanted to see more, and tweeted #RestoreTheSnyderverse. I do agree with the rest of it though. We can't be making enemies with the only people that can allow us to see the Snyderverse. He then goes on to say, "Like it or not, angry or not, these things are true. I can tell you point blank that some folks at the studio who had come to support the movement and who expected continuation of Snyderverse elements via HBO Max have soured on the potential precisely because of how large a portion of the fans have reacted in the aftermath of ZSJL's release. It doesn't matter if you agree or not. It doesn't matter what reasons or excuses are offered. The bottom line is you either want to really help get more content made or you think expressing anger and demands is more important, and for some, more fun, than really getting anything done at this point." And I have to agree with this point too. It gives the fanbase a negative reputation and alienates anyone who wants to be a part of it. We have to stay positive. I will only ever promote the Snyderverse in a positive and respectful way. And for me, what would be ideal is if when people tweet out the hashtag, maybe put something with it that just says that you're not boycotting the company or unsubscribing from HBO Max, and that you just enjoyed the Snyder Cut and you would like to see what happens next. It doesn't matter what some executives did. They are not us, and we should not retaliate. That gives them the power and excuse to not restore the Snyderverse. I'm also not condoning their actions. I'm just saying that we cannot alienate an entire company because of a couple of executives' accused actions. By being positive, we take away some of their excuses. They can't argue that we are a toxic fanbase who don't deserve anything. In fact, by us being a positive fanbase, the new CEO of Warner Brothers Discovery can use that as a reason for why the Snyderverse should be restored. It all depends on how we react. Oh, and Zack Snyder's Justice League is dominating disc sales right now. The article from Media Play News states Zack Snyder's Justice League easily took the top spot on both the NPD Video Scan First Alert chart, which tracks combined DVD and Blu-ray disc unit sales, and the dedicated Blu-ray disc sales chart the week ending September 11th. The 4 hours director's cut of Justice League, distributed by Warner Bros. Home Entertainment, outsold the number 2 title by a 5-to-1 margin. So there you have it. The Snyder Cut is pretty popular, but we just need to be positive in order for the Snyderverse to be restored. So I will leave the video there for today. I just wanted to say a big thank you for all the support you guys have been giving me recently. I really do appreciate it, and I'll continue to do my best in creating the best content I can. But that is all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe and turn on post notifications so you never miss a video. I hope to see you here again soon. So until then, have a great day. Bye.